Welcome to Whisper Tales, where every whisper hides a nightmare. 99% of you guys are just watching but not subscribing. If you love spine-chilling horror stories that keep you up at night, then hit subscribe and join our dark journey. Because the next tale might be about you. Alex Rowe had hit bottom. Once hailed as a promising indie musician, he now shuffled through odd jobs, his passion muted by rejection letters and overdue rent. The last of his equipment had been pawned, save for a beat-up Sony Walkman from the 90s that he never quite brought himself to sell. Nostalgia, maybe? Or hope? It was during one of his habitual walks through the old part of town, where shops seemed frozen in time, that he ducked into yesterday's treasures. The bell above the door gave a haunting jingle as he entered, and the musty air was thick with the scent of mildew and forgotten memories. "Help you find anything?" croaked the old man behind the counter. "Just browsing," Alex mumbled, brushing off a shelf labeled "Vinyl and Analog." That's when he saw it. A cassette tape, unlabeled except for a strip of yellowing masking tape and the word "Play" scribbled in red Sharpie. Curious, he picked it up. No price. He turned to ask, but the old man was gone, the shop now eerily quiet. Feeling an odd mix of excitement and dread, he pocketed the tape and left a crumpled $5 bill on the counter. Back in his cramped studio apartment, Alex inserted the cassette into the Walkman. Static hissed, then a soft clicking, then audio. A subway car screeched to a halt. Someone coughed. A woman's voice asked for the time. A news broadcast mentioned the date, May 27th, 2 days from now. Alex froze. This wasn't a recording from the past. It was describing events that hadn't happened yet. He replayed it, noting every detail. It was a perfect soundscape of the future. Ambient noise, passing conversations, radio announcements. He was intrigued, no, obsessed. The next day, he went to the subway at the precise time the tape described. Everything matched, the woman, the cough, the broadcast. The tape was real. He could hear the future. Over the next few days, Alex used the tape like a psychic lens. It refreshed itself overnight, always 48 hours ahead. He began writing songs using future headlines as lyrics. He impressed friends with eerie premonitions. For the first time in years, his confidence soared. He started recording clips from the tape on his phone, posting them online with proof. His following exploded. The blogosphere called him the Cassette Prophet. A music producer reached out. Suddenly, gigs opened up again. But then the tape changed. Instead of ambient city sounds, it opened with heavy breathing. A heartbeat. His heartbeat. Alex heard himself talking. Nervous. Then the unmistakable sound of his own apartment door creaking open. A struggle. Screams. Gurgling. Silence. Then, a muffled voice whispered, "You can't stop it." He ripped the headphones off, trembling. "No way," he whispered. "It's just a trick. Maybe I'm tired." But the next day, the tape repeated the scene, only this time there was more, his killer laughing, dragging something heavy. It was getting more detailed. More violent. He tried leaving town. Booked a cheap motel hours away. The tape adapted. The setting changed. A knock on the motel door. His own voice. "Who's there?" He rewound and re-listened until dawn, hands shaking. Alex stopped sleeping. He set up security cameras, changed locks, even carried a knife. Every night, the tape evolved. Sometimes he was stabbed. Sometimes drowned. Once burned alive. He tried destroying it, snapping the tape inside, burning the plastic. But in the morning, it was back in the Walkman, fully intact, rewound and waiting. He recorded a new tape over it. The next night, both versions played at once. Then came the worst part. He started seeing things, shadowy figures and reflections, writing on walls that vanished when approached. Time felt fractured. Days bled into nights. The tape played without batteries. He confronted the old man at yesterday's treasures, demanding answers. But the shop was gone. In its place was a boarded-up storefront. According to locals, it had burned down 5 years ago. One night, desperate and unraveling, Alex tried recording himself talking to future versions. "What happens to me? Who's killing me?" His own voice answered. "You are." The next night, the audio began with the words, "This is your final loop." Alex became paranoid. He boarded up windows, piled furniture against doors. He stopped leaving the apartment. The world outside had become a hostile blur. The tape now played moments in real time, his breathing, his panicked whispers, a faint ticking like a countdown. He heard the moment of impact before it happened. Then silence. But no killer came. Days passed. The Walkman sat motionless. Until the final night. The tape clicked into play on its own. He tried removing it stuck fast. The apartment lights flickered. On the tape, footsteps, getting closer. His voice whispering, "It's me." The door burst open. But no one was there. In the reflection of the dark TV screen, Alex saw himself walk in. A mirror image. Pale. Dead-eyed. He backed away, but the double lunged, forcing the real Alex down. As they struggled, the cassette played their grunts and screams in perfect sync. He clawed at the Walkman, but it was embedded in his chest, wires snaking into his skin. Everything went black. Hours later, neighbors reported music blasting from his apartment, an eerie, distorted lullaby on loop. Police found no body. Just an old Walkman and a melted cassette labeled "Rewind." And somewhere, in a different dusty thrift shop, the same cassette waits again, with a new voice.